Hey, my darling divas. Terry J coming to you from DsDTV. It's been a pretty good day today, and there's a little palette I want to talk to you about. I picked it up because I watched Emily Noel do a video about it, and it is the NYC Individual Eyes. It is for brown eyes, and it is in the shade. Oh my gosh, I can't read it. It's mauves. I know it's mauves. Where are my bespectacles? It's a 945. Is it mellow mauves? No, it's Midtown mauves. Midtown mauves. I'm sorry for that. I thought I could read it easily enough. I didn't go quite according to this. I'm trying to master Emily's sandwich method. I really love her eye looks, and I'd like to do a little variation on my typical smoky, but this is the palette here. You probably have seen these, but these colors are really quite different than they appear in the pan. I want to swatch them for you, and of course my camera's going to do them just a certain amount of justice. They are much, I don't know, the cranberry shade on the skin doesn't look at all. These are not finger swatching well. The cranberry shade does not look like in the pan. In fact, none of them really do, which is surprising to me. And the third shade you can't even see at all. Oh, you can see them a little bit with my camera, but they come off much more well, they're not as berry as I thought they would be, and they really make a pretty pink eye for summer. Not pink eye, but you know, pink smoky eye for summertime. I did not use the primer or the highlight that's included. I used e.l.f.'s tone correcting concealer that I love so much. I just got a fresh tube yesterday, so I used that for my primer and base. I just love that so much, and I don't know why I have not raved about that as an eyelid primer in the past. I should make a separate video just all about that, so people will pick up on that. That, you know, I've never seen anybody say that, but it is an outstanding primer base. I would choose that over almost all the primers that I have. Even I really would, even over my Too Faced Shadow Insurance and my Urban Decay and my Mary Kay and my Wet n Wild, you know, all and the Palladio Herbal Primer and all the ones that I've tried. e.l.f.'s Eyelid Primer is just fine. Primer, you know, eyelid primer, I think, is a matter of preference. If you have normal to dry skin like me, you don't have to be so fastidious about eyelid primer. And I think that the tone correcting concealer both evens out, you know, your eyelid tone, and also it just grabs shadow and makes it so much more vibrant, in my humble opinion. But this is a great palette to try to get a really nice selection of neutral pinks that really look good on brown eyes. I'll lean in for you just a bit, and I'm working on Emily's sandwich method. I think it came out pretty okay, and I wanted to update you on the foundation that I used this morning. It's held together beautifully today. In fact, I don't think I'll be buying L'Oreal True Match any longer for my blend with the Lumi. I don't see the need. I feel that the Rimmel foundation actually gives better coverage. It does make a claim to be pore filling, and I find that to be somewhat true. And with the Maybelline Baby Skin underneath, or any silica primer that you would use, would even increase the pore shrinking effect. It's an effect is all it is, of this foundation. I've found it to remain dewy all day. It may be oxidized just a teens, but it was not enough to make it orange or incorrect for me or anything. So if you're looking at me and you watch me, maybe because I'm your skin tone, the True Ivory shade is a yellow gray tone that I feel is very natural for my skin tone. And I only had to use I used a little of my Neutrogena mineral shears and to set it up a little bit, just primarily on the cheeks, so that I'd have better blendability with my my contour and my blush shade. A lot of times, if I don't feel like the primer or the foundation needs to be set, which if you have dry skin, that would be your call on this one, I would go either, nothing too cakey. I would go with like a high def powder, a silica powder on this one, or in my case, I just powdered where I felt I needed it, across the top of my nose. I might have some breaking through, and I did have to touch up down here because I've had a runny nose and a cold, perhaps some allergies mixed in there, and so I did touch up just underneath my nose, but on a normal day I would not have had to do that. This foundation really held up. I was overheated at times. It got very warm today, and the touch-up was almost nil, and the finish has stayed very, very good. I couldn't be more pleased with this foundation. And I've never seen this. I've never seen a review on this. I've never seen it at any Rimmel section of any store until I saw it at Walmart. I don't know why it's escaped me at Target for some reason, but this clean finish foundation is a winner for me. And yes, ma'am, I will be backing it up, because they might take it away all of a sudden just because Terry J loves it. It might go bye-bye. I don't know. I feel like that sometimes, don't we all? We find something that we love and it's so dear and it costs so little, right? That we maybe better get two. Yeah, I'm on that track. I'm on that track of picking up another one, seriously. And yeah, I wanted to talk to you about this palette too, what I'm wearing on my eyes tonight. This is really, really nice. I really, really like this. I like these NYC palettes because they're another great travel item. I've used the primer base and the highlighter that's contained in these, and they really do work. They're not unusable, not by any means. If you're normal to dry like me, they're going to work just exactly as intended. Now, ladies with oily lids, I can't speak for. I don't know, but I don't have trouble with it. So I give this a big thumbs up. When they came out with the Smokin' Browns for brown eyes, that was my introduction to taupes and neutrals that looked good on my brown eyes. I never, like I said in a previous video, before that, browns to me just didn't look good on me. They were too warm. The warm browns, they look good in the crease to warm up a cool look, what have you, but brown to me for a long time was just brown. I didn't really understand a lot of the distinctions, and then the NYC palette of this type came along and changed all that for me. So this is another winner. I really, really like this one, and I'll be wearing it a lot. So however, my bangs went platinum this last bleaching, so I'm having trouble with my eyebrows. I'm going to have to dig my Anastasia Brow Express out of my kit. I'm struggling too much. But, yeah, that's just a little itty-bitty confession about my high-end. 2 things are coming out, okay? My Urban Decay Smoke's coming out. It has to. And my Anastasia Brow Express has to come out because I'm struggling with these dark brow colors. Over camera, they look quite fine, but in life, they are too severe against these platinum bangs until I decide, you know, what color to make them. And generally, I keep them light in the front anyway, and more color is toward the back. So, yeah, that's my brow story tonight. But yeah, I wanted to update you on this foundation, okay? And I went ahead and threw in a little review and face of the day on the eyeshadow palette. Okay, so I'm going to group these together. Foundation update and NYC Midtown Mauve review. Yeah, that's what it's going to be tonight, girls. God bless you. I love you. It's so fun broadcasting to you. I just can't tell you. And thank you so much for watching. And remember, you are a work of art. No matter who you are, no matter where you live, you were fearfully and wonderfully made. Don't forget it, okay? I promise. God bless you. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.